Coming up on Tarvalin After Dark.
Is that ASMR?
Cenn Buie.
Look, I'm stupid. It's not my fault. I can't help it.
I got bronchitis.
Love you.
The light illumine you, and welcome to Tarvalin After Dark. My name is Jess, the Emerald Seat, and I'm here at the Thirsty Tinker, Tarvalin's most disreputable inn, located in scenic North Harbor. Hail and well met, beloved listeners. We're back from WoTCon, and 50% of us have COVID.
Woohoo!
Yay!
I got bronchitis.
Woohoo!
It doesn't stop being funny until it doesn't stop making me start coughing.
If you tuned in to hear a bunch of coughing, you're in the right place.
You're in the right place.
Is that ASMR? I've never understood that as ASMR. Is coughing ASMR?
No.
No.
Oh, I don't.
No, coughing is a Pokemon. He goes, coughing.
Do you know what is ASMR though?
Are you gonna say something? Oh, fuck you! No.
All right.
Oh man.
There we go. Well,
so 50% of us have COVID. I sound like I have COVID because anytime I get any kind of a respiratory anything, I get laryngitis and I sound like a dude. So that's fun. We have some news and we have some what is it called? The thing that Kevin does with Cenn Buie.
where he's gonna review WoTCon.
Cenn
He's gonna
Buie.
review WoTCon.
Cenn Buie.
It's not Cenn Buie.
Apparently, when
Oh no, it's not Cenn Buie. It's all in fun.
Apparently, when Jess got COVID, she also lost all of her.
Yeah, she got stupid.
Her memories.
Whatever the fuck
brain
Kevin
fog.
does, it's funny.
It's brain fog.
I'll take it.
One of the
I'll
funny
take
things
it.
that he does.
Let them be surprised.
Well, and I feel like it's less brain fog. Like, I'm not brain foggy this time around. I overall feel fine. I'm kind of tired, but I feel fine. Mainly, I've just got a cough and laryngitis, and it's really annoying. So, but I just woke up, and my
Yeah. I will say I also do not have the brain fog. Last time I had COVID, it fucked with me for like 6 months because it left me with like a weird brain fog that left me unable to feel human emotions. And it was
sucks.
it really, 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 like the only emotions I could feel were negative emotions. And I could tell you that was not pleasant. It was very unpleasant. No, that does not appear to be happening now. Knocking on wood. Yes, there's wood. Okay, knocking on wood. So.
Just knock on my head.
Well, before you guys cough yourselves to death, maybe we should start the show.
I'm trying to start it.
Oh.
I'm trying. I'm working very hard. And then we're going to talk about WoTCon and how much fun it was, even though we're all dying. Well, 50% of us are dying.
I was going to say, I'm not dying.
But first, let me introduce my obnoxious partners in debauchery. And by obnoxious, I mean nameless. I'm talking
Stand, bitches!
nameless Kevin and Jenny Sadai. Good morning.
That was a lot louder than I thought it was going to be.
¿Cómo estás, bitches?
¿Cómo
Hello.
estás, bitches?
Howdy.
Well, I'm unhappy that you two are sick. I'm thrilled that I'm not sick.
I'm also thrilled that you're not sick. I'm very thrilled that the two of you dodged the bullet.
I'm happy for everyone who dodged the bullet because the bullet sucked. I don't know. I
It's
don't
a
like being
miracle,
shot. Yeah.
Well, it's weird because, it seems a lot of people ended up getting a little bit of sickness. But I was surrounded by people that actually got COVID and I didn't get it. So fortunate for me.
In my experience, COVID is weird in that it picks and chooses.
I think it's because
people get it, and you can be next to somebody for days who ends up not getting it.
I think it's because Naebs is so tall, so he was like
Oh.
breathing in a different. Like,
You want to know what?
Yeah.
That's entirely possible.
Yeah.
That you were just out of the
It
range.
is
This is very scientific what we've come up with here.
Well,
I do
sat
science.
next to me for 2 hours on Sunday night, and
Mhm. But you know, I'm like I was talking to his navel. He was talking like a foot above my head. See, that's how that works.
The viral load does not go through the navel.
Oh my God.
Viruses sink. Don't you know? That's the
Everybody
way it
knows
goes.
the viruses sink.
They're very heavy.
Yes.
I Oh no! Nils has COVID too. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
and I know they didn't tune in to hear us talk about COVID. So.
Yeah. What is this? 2021?
Duh. All right.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I feel like we've done pretty well. It took 4 years before we got any kind of like major crud at WoTCon, so that's good.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get our shit started here.
Let's get our shit started. We do not have any new patrons, which is standard at this point. Do we have any new reviews?
We do not.
Fuck off.
That's disappointing.
But let us, just get into the news.
Let's get into the news. I want to know things.
All right, so we do have, there isn't a ton of new fantasy news, but I think we'll first start, although I do have something that I find very interesting and fun, but we're going to get to that in a moment. So first, we're going to obviously debrief WoTCon later in the episode and talk about WoTCon, but I think two pieces of news that are relevant in discussions of WoTCon is, number one, tickets are currently on sale for WoTCon 2026. So that is exciting.
Yeah.
So if you are trying to get your ticket for WoTCon 2026, you may do so at wotcon.com. We are going to keep on doing WoTCon. So it was a total blast. I don't want to bury the lead. WoTCon was great. It was
so fun.
No, we were saving that information for later. People tuned in. They were trying to figure out. Otherwise, they're going to just leave now. Oh, it was
they
good.
will know.
Fine.
Damn it. They were hoping it would be bad. But, in addition to WoTCon 2026, we announced something very special and fun this year that we're going to be doing. And that is, I got to give credit where credit is due here. Jess usually never has good ideas because she has a very tiny lady brain. However,
it's true.
A stroke of genius happened.
She also had a stroke.
And she had a stroke. No, Jess came up with a great. We're going to be doing a cruise this year with WoTCon. So, and Jess, fittingly came up with the name YachtCon, which I think is great and the best graphic I've ever seen.
It is great. I love it.
I'm never going to top that.
It's a very good graphic.
And
go to WoTCon social so that you can see it. You'll know it when you see it.
So YachtCon is YachtCon. We are going on actually a very cool cruise. So it's Wonder of the Seas, which is one of the largest cruise ships in the world. We'll be sailing out of Miami on November 7th through the 10th, I believe, of this year. And it is a good time. Like, one of the things that we kind of figured out is that a lot of people come to these cons to hang out with people, to drink and eat and chill, and all of those things you can do on a cruise ship. So we're going to do that on a cruise ship, which is going to be a lot of fun. And it will be another opportunity for everybody to get COVID.
Oh God, nope, not.
But if you're infected now, you're probably good for the next couple months.
Yeah, right.
Fingers crossed. I will be getting
probably.
a booster.
Probably.
You can find more information. You can find more information about YachtCon at wotcon.com, and you can sign up there. Multiple cabins. We are really excited. And if you're like, I've never been on a cruise, it will be a lot of fun. And I'm excited about it. And you should come with us because we would love to hang out with you. So that's that.
Do bear in mind that it's sort of like limited capacity.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
There won't be hundreds of people, but
how could you? It's a boat. It's not like it's a Titanic or something.
I hope we don't sink.
Is the Wonder Cruise touted as unsinkable?
Yeah, these ships are just totally unsinkable. Like they're.
Oh, God. All right, then we're good. We're good.
Yeah. So there are two other.
As long as somebody says when they go on, what could go wrong? You say that, and then you're good. You're completely.
No, you have to say what can go wrong.
So okay. Here we go.
Sorry, I didn't only hear my laugh today.
They muted because they're all like, losing it. But we've got two other pieces of news. So one piece of news, I was actually enjoyed this. So Superman, the new Superman movie just came out. So if you're not aware, like obviously Marvel has their like the MCU, and they've done all these Captain America. I mean, you did all the different phases of movies. And they did really well. Like all of them were making like $1 billion every time they came out. So Marvel had this. And so DC was like, which DC is Marvel. I'm sorry. DC is Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, like all of those, right? Well, they came out with their own DCEU, right? Extended universe, right? And that was just basically the original Henry Cavill Superman movies, the Ben Affleck, like you have all those, right? But they did not do so well. So some of those movies did well. Some of them were just hot garbage. And
I think one of them was good. The first Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman movie. Well, a couple of them did like financially well. So the very first Superman did well. The Wonder Woman movie did extremely well. And believe it or not, one of the highest grossing movies of all time, which nobody ever remembers, is Aquaman.
Actually, Aquaman, the first one was fun.
Yeah.
I thought the first one was fun.
But they basically, a couple of them bombed at the end, and DC decided to scrap their current like leadership, scrap the current process, all of it. And they brought in James Gunn, who is the guy that did all the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, which were really fun. Like they're just fun movies. And so they brought him in to basically run the new DC. And the very first movie that came out in the new DC universe was this new rebooted Superman with a new cast, new plot. And if you know anything about James Gunn and his approach, like he goes into like the deep lore of the comics and brings out like the very comic booky things that are like cheesy.
Well, that was Guardians. That was literally the whole premise of Guardians.
Right.
Yeah.
And it worked well. Yeah.
And so the new Superman, right, is very similar to that. I'm going to say it was a lot of fun. I saw it.
I haven't seen it yet. I saw the trailer.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
The trailer, like, I have a very strong... Sorry. I have an emotional attachment to
bronchitis.
Fuck you. Sorry. Fuck, I have a thought, and I can't say it because I can't get the words out.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I have a Superman ring that I've been wearing for like 25 years.
Wow.
I love Superman. Like, I have a very strong emotional attachment to him, and I've been very annoyed with every single movie that has not been, one of the originals. I'm looking forward to this one though, because it gave me the feeling that I remember.
I won't spoil anything, but I'll say thematically, I feel like they hit the tone right with this. Yeah. You know, just in terms of what Superman represents, and it was. I did not mind the Henry Cavill Superman. Like, I thought he was a good Superman. I think this guy is a little bit more endearing. And you know, they brought in elements. These are in the previews, so this isn't a spoiler, right? But like, they brought in like Crypto, the super dog, right? And Crypto is like the star of the movie. So, anyways, I thought it was great. Maybe Alvin Munt will review it at some point for us in 10 words or less, or Cenn Buie too, for Jess,
or Cenn Buie, depending on who's in rotation that week. Yeah.
Look, I'm stupid. It's not my fault. I can't help it.
Yeah, she's playing video games on her phone right now, everybody. So
I'm not. I'm looking at Discord.
Liar.
And I'm listening. Look, see, it's Discord. And I am listening to you talk about Superman.
Yeah, well, we were talking about Batman, so.
I'm Batman.
But see, we weren't. I got you. Oh.
God damn it.
All right.
Busted.
Okay, so the next piece of news, and this is something I don't think Kevin will know who this is, or will not. Maybe he will if he's heard about it in pop culture. But it has just been announced. This has apparently been in rights hell for a long time. But Leonardo DiCaprio, of all people, is producing this. Netflix is going to be making a live-action Captain Planet show.
Really?
Okay. Huh. I mean, that does actually make sense for Leonardo DiCaprio to do.
Right? Because he is a very strong environmentalist, if people are not aware. So, and he is about the right age, because I think Leonardo DiCaprio is like 46. I'm 42. We all grew up, a lot of us in that era grew up with Captain Planet on Saturday mornings, right? Go Planet. And Robert Jordan stole the entire channeling system from...
of course, yeah, 100%.
Did he really?
No, he didn't.
No.
But they're funny, and which, one of them, Mati, he had heart. He had the weakest of the powers. I mean, I wish, like, the other is like fire. I can burn people with my ring, and he can go, I have heart. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah.
The power of love.
Love you.
Yeah.
Love you. But yes, Captain Planet, and they're so this was just announced. Apparently, a lot of studios were really trying to, they were bidding for this.
Really?
So yes. So I just want to rub this into everybody. Wheel of Time was canceled, but live-action Captain Planet will be a thing.
Oh God.
Netflix is betting money on live-action Captain Planet.
Well,
hey, but they can reuse the assets. They can buy the assets from the weaving to use for Captain Planet's magic. There you go. Easily.
There you go. Did you ever see the what's his face? The Don Cheadle Funny or Die remake of Captain Planet, which is
I think I have. So. That does ring a bell. I think so.
He starts turning people into trees, and it's great.
That's fucking funny. What about Fantastic Four? Are we excited about that?
I am. So that comes out. Yeah. That comes out here very shortly. I believe actually this week, if I'm not mistaken.
That's another one where the trailer gave me the right feeling. Like all the other Supermans, Henry Cavill looks like Superman, but the tone felt so. I didn't enjoy the movies at all.
Yeah.
But the trailer for the new one gave me the right feeling, and the trailer for the Fantastic Four is like, ooh, that's the feeling that I wanted to get. So I'm caught tentatively hopeful because I've been through 2 runs and
we all love Pedro Pascal as well. So right, I mean,
yeah. Apparently there were people who are mad about him being cast as Mr. Fantastic, and it's like,
well, there
it's kind of like it's a saturation thing. I think for some people, he seems to be hitting that threshold of he's in enough stuff that people are like, Pedro Pascal again, and I'm like, oh, Pedro Pascal again. So I get it, but to an extent, each their own.
Well, I
mean, I always liked Fantastic Four movies as a kid, and it was one of the first movies I remember seeing young, but
I am excited for it. As long as, and I think the thing I'm most excited there is we're actually going to see Galactus. So
yeah. No, it would be a big cloud.
Mm-hmm.
That was the dumbest. What were they doing? What were they doing?
Saving money on their VX budget, I'm guessing.
By making a giant VX cloud? I don't...
Maybe clouds are less expensive than other things. I don't know.
They're so bad. Fantastic Four movies have such a bad track record, and I'm like, anytime I would always have this crumb of hope. I'm like, oh, I like an ensemble film. I love an ensemble superhero film in particular, and I'm like, oh, maybe this. No, it won't be.
And it never is.
Maybe.
I
like a lot of the actors in this one.
And
it looks like it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Pedro Pascal is a dad, which is, handsome men and babies.
I believe that is this week that it comes out. So I am genuinely excited for that. I will likely see it on day one. when it comes out. So, because that is the cool thing. I pay for that AMC Stubs A-list.
Oh, that's right. So you just go to the movies whenever.
Yeah. Because
It's fun.
Yeah. Which I don't even know how that like financially works for them because.
Well, I know y'all know what was it, movie whatever. They completely belly up.
Oh, the movie pass or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I have to imagine that, like, maybe not enough people use it for it to really make an impact. I don't know.
Well, I
never heard of it until you mentioned it.
It's AMC, so they probably just get. Yeah. Oh wow, this showing is. See, this is a good sign for it. I just looked up. I'm looking at it right now, and the Thursday night showing is like full.
Nice.
So,
there you go.
You know,
superheroes back on the menu, everybody.
So you know, like in movie theaters where you pick your seats, and then there are people that will like go by themselves, and then they have one seat. I love going to the movies by myself. By the way, I will totally throw this out there. It is a very empowering, fun thing to do.
Also, you don't talk during a movie, so
unless you attend a movie with Jenny and I, and your name is Elliot and K-Pax.
4 years later, you're still bringing that up. Wow. Nobody holds a grudge like Naebs.
Kids these days don't understand, Jenny.
Wow. It's been 4 years.
Well, you did just say nobody talks in the movie theater, and I said, well...
I said during the movie. They didn't talk during the movie. They talked before the movie.
They only didn't because I made a big deal out of it.
You shook your cane at them.
But I am going to purchase a seat next to somebody because the only open ones are single seats. I'm doing it. Screw it. All
Do
right.
it.
I did it.
I feel better for the person who sits behind you than the person who sits next to you. I feel more for them.
It's stadium seating. They can't see over me.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're gonna ruin someone's date.
All right.
Planning on macking on each other, and you're gonna be all in there.
No, it's just one person. So I'll be macking on them, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
I'll sit down and I'll be like,
"Come stand, bitches!"
That was really loud.
Funny though.
All right. Let's. That is the news. Now, I want everybody to know that normally at this point we have another segment. However,
fuck you. I've been muting myself every 30 seconds because of a coughing fit. You always do a special old-timey voice. Fuck all of you.
See?
No, this week in nerd history today.
This week in nerd history, it is something happened.
Cats and bitches.
Fuck you and your mothers.
Hey, that sounded like the transatlantic accent there.
I was trying a little bit.
Nice lady.
I'm sure she is. You know, maybe I want to fuck her. You don't.
Wow.
Hey!
Wow.
No!
Wow. Uncalled for.
Stop it!
Sorry.
Okay. It is time for some almond bun or Cenn Buie.
Be nice to me.
I want to hear some reviews of WoTCon, so let's hear it.
Welcome back once again to my patented Almond Bunts movie reviews in 10 words or less. And this week I'm much less angry and much more connected into the internet. This week in particular, we are not actually reviewing movies. We're reviewing WoTCon panels, to which I attended a number. First up, GE Trial. Rigged from the start, despite an excellent character witness. 9 out of 10.
Kevin was the character witness.
And as the Dark One, I said that loose there and came inside of me. In this voice. What ones? The wings were hot, but the room was too cold. 10 out of 10.
Oh, Lord.
The Sharon Gillam costume experience. 10 out of 10, no notes. 6 out of 10.
Oh, God.
Whose thread is it
silence you hear
anyways?
Sorry, the silence you hear is Jenny and I coughing our lungs up because we're laughing.
Whose thread is it anyways? I never knew what was coming, and it was terrible. 10 out of 10. The great Melchior meme off. I'm still waiting for the memes to turn me on. 10 out of 10. WoTCon over... The WoTCon overall rating, perfect. 1 out of 10. Thank you for listening to Almond Bunt's WoTCon panel review in 10 words or less. Thank you, Sharon Gillam, for making me blackout.
Now
I
do
talked
we,
to her.
now do we get to hear from Cenn Buie?
Welcome to Cenn Buie's WoTCon reviews in 10 words or less. They're not patented because the patent's already taken, so I'm just doing this for the love of the game. There was one about resistance. I think it was pretty cool. 3 out of 10.
Wow. You know, Cenn Buie is a little bit more of a...
but all right.
Yeah, he does not have the accent I was expecting, but...
He also doesn't know how to count. He's illiterate.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have an artifact that needs to be recovered? Perhaps an illithid that needs to be killed? Maybe even a little mind-controlled tadpole in your brain that you're desperate to get rid of. We've all been there. It may seem hopeless, but you need to suck it up, Istik. Introducing Githyanki Security Advisors. Our highly trained fighters can do anything from extracting tadpoles to killing giant floating brains, and we're here to help. Probably. Sure, maybe the Zathisk will actually kill you in the process of removing the tadpole. If you wanted to stay alive, you should have mentioned that to begin with. And maybe our social skills aren't exactly up to par. It's not our fault that everyone on this plane is ridiculously inferior in literally every way. The point is, we get results. Just listen to this satisfied customer. Oh, they're dead? Well, just cast Speak with the Dead. Why do we have to think of everything, Istik?
It was incredibly painful, and I did end up perishing in the process. But the tadpole is out of my brain, so technically they fulfilled the terms of the contract.
Githyanki Security Advisors. We might be space racists, but we have fucking dragons, and we'll get the job done, even if it kills you. Done.
Done and done.
Done. That was the best commercial ever, guys.
I thought it was a good commercial.
I thought it was a wonderful commercial.
Well, we usually do the fake laugh and the fake commercial reading.
Ah!
So I was doing the fake commercial reading.
I just thought you were throwing shade at Jess for writing that.
No.
Like, wow, Kevin. Wow, Kevin.
Like, I was
That's
proud
how
of
we
you,
usually
and I
react.
thought it was good.
Yeah, that one was good.
That was the best commercial
so good.
yet, Jess. Oh my god.
Honestly, I think we need to put some more time into these commercials because that one was fucking terrible. So, actually, I was joking, Jess. Obviously, I liked that
was good.
commercial.
I thought it was funny.
I thought it was
I
really
think it was
good.
excellent.
And don't
I thought it was funny.
don't let Kevin get to you.
Yeah,
I won't.
Kevin's a little bit of a,
Fuck you, Kevin.
A little bit of piece of shit. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Kevin guy, he's a real asshole.
All right. Well, let's dive into the main topic. And our main topic today is really just a breaking down our thoughts and feelings on WoTCon. WoTCon obviously happens every year. We all go. We play a part in putting it on, and we all have a different perspective on how things went and how fun it was. So I'll kick us off just by saying, as I said earlier, I thought this was our fourth one, and they've all been a little different. And at the same token, a lot of what makes WoTCon was the same, right? And that's people, the community, and I just thought this was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed it, even though I don't get to be quite as social as everybody else at WoTCon, but I greatly enjoyed it, and I thought Sharon was outstanding.
Oh my God.
Absolutely outstanding. I would like to observe that the four of us were there, and at no point in time did we, all four of us, talk to one another.
We were never in the same location. Yeah.
Yeah. I will take a lot of that blame. Here we go, Jess's fidget spinner podcast.
Nope, that wasn't me. I'm not fidget spinning. I don't know what that was, but it wasn't me. You can see my hands.
It stopped, whatever it was. Somebody.
It wasn't me. The clicky fidget's over here. I didn't touch it.
I'm joking, but not. Somebody posted that in the chat. I thought that was funny. But now I'll take a lot of the blame for that because I'm often a little preoccupied during WoTCon, so I'm not really able to socialize, as I said. But yeah, right. It is kind of funny that we were all there and yet never in the same place at once. No family picture.
And it literally, and it is not for lack of affection and love for you guys, didn't even at any point in time say, you know what, we should get everybody together so that we can take a picture.
Yeah.
Because the four of us are here. And Kevin can't always make it, but Kevin made it. No picture.
No picture.
I'm going to have to Photoshop something.
I actually think Kevin,
I have good news,
I saw
though,
you twice.
What? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kev.
I think so as well. Yeah. I was going to say that my good news is that WoTCon is already locked in as my guaranteed con for next year. I try to choose one con a year to lock in as a hard one, and I've already got the room stuff locked in. I'm going to be probably locking in my ticket relatively soon as well. So
love that.
It's hard to make a choice. It's a financial decision that you have to make. But as much fun as I have at JordanCon, I really felt it. I felt the lack of WoTCon last year, and having it back this year was a big deal. So I was glad to be back.
It's just different. I think it's a different flavor. So what so we were talking about Sharon, and I think let's kick, or we'll kind of segment the conversation here. Let's break down Sharon, because one of our for those that were not able to make it, our very special guest this year was Sharon Gillam, who is was the costume designer for the Wheel of Time TV show for seasons 2 and 3. This goes without saying, but she is absolutely amazing at what she does, right? She did some amazing work on the show. She was absolutely robbed by Amazon for not pushing for her to get an Emmy.
Unbelievable.
But she was there, and not only was she there, but we were able to get 5 of the costumes from the actual show in present. And so we have to say this story. Jess, did you get by any chance to touch those costumes at all?
Fuck off, fuck you all.
I got to touch all of them. I got to touch all of them. I got to touch all 5 of them. I touched them, and I got to see them and touch them.
In what context? Because that sounds creepy the way you're describing it.
I feel creepy about it because I was extremely happy. Critter and I got to help, and Jen Isgro got to help Sharon get the costumes unpacked and get them ready and put on mannequins for display. And I got to steam all of the costumes. So one of the costumes was Moraine's dress from episode 8 from the fight in the desert. And I was steaming it, and there's a big pocket in there that they put in so that she had some place to put the Sakarnin, the big terangreal. And there was sand in the bottom of the pocket, sand, because she wore it on her actual body. She wore it in the desert in South Africa, and there was sand in the pocket.
So,
and and it was.
She told me Maureen had pocket sand that she would throw in people's face.
Yeah, pocket sand.
Ah.
It was just so incredibly cool. And getting to see all the detail up close and like the way that it was made and put together and the fabric and just fuck, it was awesome. God, it was so cool. I think is potentially one of the coolest things that I've ever gotten to do in my whole life. It was awesome. And I like told Sharon, I'm like, thank you for letting me help you with this. She's like, why are you thanking me? And I'm like, why would I not thank you? This was amazing.
She's incredibly sweet, and I think she loved her time at WoTCon. I think what's interesting, she said this on the last day, but her, she's been debating whether or not she wanted to host like a show for, not a show, what do you call it?
Exhibition.
What is this? For
those of you who can't see, it's someone holding Jenny's cartoon head on a stick in front of Elida's costume.
And it looks
that is
divine.
Pretty cool. But she's been debating hosting an exhibition, and she wasn't sure if she wanted to do it. And then WoTCon like solidified, okay, I'm going to do this because everybody loves this. The other thing is she's like, I was thinking about maybe writing a book on how I design the costumes. And now she's, okay, I'm going to write a book on like,
yes,
this was very like transformative for her because I think she got to see, wow, fans like really appreciate this stuff. And yeah, it was very cool. She went through a lot to get us the costumes there, working with Sony and some folks over at Sony to make that happen. And it was really incredible. So very, very happy with Sharon and how that all turned out. And her on day 2, she did like she was on the main stage, and Critter did some. It was initially meant to be like a Q&A with Critter, but it turned into Sharon giving a lecture on how she designed all of the costumes, which nobody was upset about, by the way.
No, not at all. It was very cool.
And so, she had sent me like 150 slides of mood boards and like how they designed, and like there's just so much thought that goes into that stuff that it's crazy.
Yeah.
So much thought, but also like so many happy accidents. Like she was talking about when they were making Lady Suroth's costume, she had that headdress with like the two kind of almost horn looking things. And she was talking about how they tried all of these different things to like cover these forms. They tried hair and they tried all this different stuff. And then they like found this random box of raven feathers, and those worked perfectly. And then she found out after the fact that ravens are very important to the Shan-Chan. So it was just a happy accident, but it was perfect. So cool.
Yeah, Sharon was wonderful, and it's always great when we
this
have.
This confirms one of my long-standing theories that Sharon Gillam is like, yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, you were lagging a bit there, Kev. Go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, I had a bit of a lag there. I was just saying that I've always had a theory that Sharon actually communes with Robert Jordan's ghost, and I think that this confirms it. So.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, and this will be a good transition. So, one of our guests made a comment about one of our other guests. So Michael Kramer, who we'll talk about more in a moment, Michael Kramer said of Sharon Gillam that she is the Robert Jordan of costume designers.
Yep.
Which was a fun
and
comment.
I agree.
Yeah.
Just the depth, and I think what he was referring to was just the depth of her designs and how she did it. But all in all, she was an incredible guest. She was a trooper too. Like all day Saturday, she was just standing and hanging out with her costumes and talking to people. And, I felt like that was a really, really good, I think people really loved and enjoyed Sharon as a guest. So
she was so incredibly generous with her time. Like if you asked her a question, she was never like, oh yeah. Like it was always, this is my answer. These are the thoughts behind my answer. These are the experiences that every answer she gave was complete and thorough. And when she was talking to you, she was engaged, and she was just so generous with her time and energy. Yeah.
Well, let's shift because she was our she was our featured guest, but we have other special guests and they're regulars at this point. Mm-hmm. So let's first talk about Michael Kramer and Kate Redding, which is always like what cannot be said about Michael Kramer and Kate. Well, I know one thing that can't be said is that they're boring, or that they're not great people. So
you can't. I can't even make a joke about that. They're fantastic.
They are fantastic people.
One of my favorite things that I learned this year, I can't speak about it for Michael because I didn't talk to him as much, but Kate recently reread the entire Wheel of Time series. I swear it's because of the WoTCon. I think she's like, I haven't listened or read these books in 10 years, and these people really love them. And I go to this convention and I want to talk to them. So we were talking with people and she's like, yeah, I recently did a reread. I was like, what the fuck? Really, Kate?
That's awesome. That's so good.
Yeah.
Well, and of all things, I don't think Kate was never like the biggest fan of the series in the first place. So it's not that she hated it or anything. It just wasn't like at the top of her.
Job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so for her to do that, it's been, I think she mentioned something like she sees new things in it now. And I think a lot of that is fandom helping her see that. But, they did, and I can't stress this enough. So if you listen to the Wheel of Time audiobooks with Michael Kramer and Kate Redding, first of all, if you're not aware of who they are the audiobook readers. They're very famous. They're among the best in the business when it comes to audiobook performers is the way I would refer to them. But even like as good as they are on the audiobooks, hearing them do readings live is an entirely different experience because they literally perform these and they rehearse it, and you can tell they did because first of all, their comedic timing is incredible. Like, I did not realize how funny one of the chapters they read was Golden Eyes, which is in The Shadow Rising, which is where Fael returns with people from Watch Hill. The people from Devon Ride show up. They defeat the Trollocs, and then Perrin meets the White Cloaks and all this, right? And there's this interaction between Perrin and Fael that until they read it, I had no idea, I don't think, how funny this actually was. Like how awkward Perrin is and how weird and it almost makes me think for a very brief moment, and I say a very brief moment, that maybe Robert Jordan was better and more subtle at writing some of these relationships than I gave him credit for. Because there is a lot of subtlety to the humor about the way that these people perceive each other. Yeah. And and the way that Perrin is perceiving Fael, and the way they read it, it dawned on me when I was listening to it how really funny it was. And I just couldn't help but think they are so good at this.
I remember. Oh, go ahead, Jess.
Oh, I was going to say, I think that they have a lot of fun with it too when they get to do the live readings because they get to, I think, act more. Obviously they're performing when they're narrating the audiobook, but they're able to do, I think, more acting and more of their own characterization when they're doing the readings. And they obviously have a lot of fun with it. And they've got just great chemistry in general.
Hearing an audience laugh too is so encouraging. It only eggs them on and it brings out the best of their performance. I cry every time.
Yeah. Yep. I think the audience feedback makes a huge difference because one of the things I remember, what year was it? Do you remember what year it was where you had them read the scene from The Great Hunt where I think Rand meets with Swan?
That was...
might have even been the very first year.
It was either the first or the second year.
Yeah. That's one of the years I remember talking with Michael, and I could hear it in his voice. He had this, I don't know what to call it. It was well after, maybe a night or two after you had them read it. He was talking about that reading, and he just kept saying, I didn't know it was funny. How could I know? How could I know it was funny? I didn't know. And he had this regret in his voice that he'd missed it. And he didn't realize until he was reading it live, and we were all laughing. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, how you're reading it alone. And you know, when you hear the story of how they did the books the first time, they were like, they had to be isolated because, you know, they had to be soundproofed and they could not even be in the room with each other when they read it. So you have no idea how people are going to respond to it at all. And like, honestly, the shock and the way he said it, it was almost like he was apologizing to me. I was like, dude, it's okay. It's okay.
Bud. You did a great job.
Yeah. We all loved it. So, you know, I think the audience feedback means a lot to them.
Agreed. So, okay, they were obviously wonderful. You know, Michael Kramer again tears it up on the dance floor.
Oh, yeah.
Every year.
Kate Redding tears it up at the bar.
She also danced quite a bit.
She did. Then the other guest is Maria Simmons, who I also cannot say enough great things about.
No.
You know, she is one of the most genuinely great people. So giving of her time. She's genuinely somebody who will come to these cons as a fan. Like she goes to cons in general. She's a big fantasy fan, but like she is so giving of her time and loves this community and loves the fandom. You know, she's a member of like the Black Tower, so she dresses up as like and does the pinning ceremony every year. Like she is just wonderful, and she wants
to be on panels every single year.
Yep.
I got to be on the feminism in Wheel of Time panel with her this year. And, you know, even just the run up to it when we were in the Discord chat talking about like what we wanted to talk about, it was focusing on the female Forsaken in this particular case. And she had a really good question. Do we want to talk about the reincarnated ones? You know, what that's all about. She's like, I have thoughts on this. Like, you know, she really enjoys being part of the conversations as well. And she's funny. She's so funny.
She is.
She's
that
just
reads
this
to my-
tiny, quiet woman. And she comes in with these zingers. And you're like, God damn.
I had three pretty great Maria moments over the course of the convention. And I was almost like starstruck by them after the fact. So the first is a bit ridiculous, where during the JE trial, I played the Dark One, and I used the Almond Bunt voice, but I was also dressed as a Lantercan with the hood down. So it was very layered. But right towards you know, towards the end of my portion, because they had to call me up, I was the special character witness, and you know, about a couple minutes passed after I finished my, you know, being cross-examined, and no one's saying anything, and then Maria's like, "Oh, Mr. the Dark One, you're excused," because they were supposed to excuse me a couple minutes prior, and nobody did. And without missing a beat, I said, "Thank you. I wasn't sure if anyone smelled that." And so I got to make a fart joke at Maria Simmons, so that was a highlight for me.
No.
And I made Delusions break during that, which was fun because she doesn't typically break during panels when she's in character, so that was fun. But then, so that was part one of our conversations about comedy. So then later on outside, because Maria's always hanging out outside, she thanks me. She says thank you to me for making her laugh as often as I do. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Because you are such a funny and incredible presence to be around. And I'm humbled to be able to make you laugh. So that was very emotional for me. But then I got to have a conversation with her and with Sharon about how Robert Jordan was a sitcom writer at his heart. He wrote excellent comedy, very subtle comedy. Back to, you know, the readings that we were talking about with Michael Kramer and Kate Redding. Like, there's so much humor that is very subtly laid throughout the books that's so easy to miss that I think that in another life, he wrote the best sitcom about the Wheel of Time that ever existed. I told Sharon about it with Tenchiko. I was like, I knew that would be a sitcom plot line, and she agreed. She was like, it was one of the most fun, you know, set designs, all that stuff, and it was just, Maria, you are a treasure, and I enjoy chatting with you every convention. You're just so much fun to be around.
Well,
and
go ahead, Jenny.
I was going to say, the thing about both Maria and Michael and Kate is that they are they interact at the con with everybody to the point the other Kevin, not you, but there's a Kevin who came to his first WoTCon. He's has a channel, 100 Companions, great guy. But he met Michael, he met Kate, and he met Maria, and all three of them he didn't know who he was meeting until after he was talking to them, because they just like were chatting. And then like every day he'd come up to me afterwards, Jenny, I was talking to Kate Redding and I didn't know I was talking to Kate Redding. And then somebody said it was Kate Redding and I didn't know. And then a couple of that was Maria. I was talking to Maria. What the fuck? Why did you tell me I was talking to Maria? Like it kept happening because they're just like in amongst everybody and they'll talk to anybody and they're great. And it's, yeah.
Maria has her little system of stars where she wants to talk to every single person. So she hands out a star after she's spoken to you so that she knows that she's gotten everybody.
She's great. That's a good transition because a couple of you brought up some of the panels. Let's talk about the panels. Like, what were some of your favorite panels that you either attended or were on or something like that?
We had a good time with, I always end up on, Rayor is Gabe. He's in charge of the games and fun panels. And he always, every year, has one kind of like goofy idea for a panel. And he's like, I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work, but I think it'll be fun. And then we'll kind of like workshop it a little bit. And I seem to end up on that panel with him a lot. And this year we did a reverse fan casting where instead of casting people in the Wheel of Time, we said what Wheel of Time characters we would cast as characters in different shows. And that was actually a lot of fun. And that was a fun one for like audience participation because lots of people had different ideas. So we had a good time with that one.
Yeah. The one that I went to that I wasn't on, but I've been on it once and I've loved it every time when I've gone to it or been on it, was the Build an Outrigger. It's just always such a fascinating discussion about, what could possibly have happened after the story. And this one, it was about Galad and Lanfear and Lanfear possibly infiltrating a school, one of Rand's schools. I don't know. It was really, really good. It's always such a good intellectual and creative exercise. It's just fun to participate in. And so, yeah.
Kev?
Yeah, I got to attend for the first time this year was the JE trial. It's always like overlapped with other panels. Like when I went 2 years ago, I wasn't able to make it because it overlapped, I think, at the same time as one of my other panels. But this year, even without being asked by Critter the night I arrived to do the Dark One stuff, I'd already penciled it in as one of the ones. And it's such a fun and interesting twist on a panel, like having the defense of like in-world characters happening in real time and Maria being up there being the judge presiding over it. It's just such a fun environment, especially with like the audience like being a little tentative at first, not knowing how to interact with like the proceedings and whatnot. But it was a really funny and fun panel that really showcased Critter's true life skills. Like you can tell that like Critter up there has all the knowledge and she just nails it and she does really, really well. So I was really, really happy to be a part of that, but also just witness it. It was a lot of fun.
Well, it's always fun because her and Delusions are actually both lawyers in real life.
Oh, is Delusions as well? I didn't know.
Delusions is a lawyer too.
That's funny. I didn't know that part. That's funny.
I always joke about them being WoTCon's legal counsel. Even though they are not and they cannot be, but it's they
put on a great show. It was like, I would say that I don't think the audience could even catch on how much, like I don't think it's not heavily scripted. They leave room for improvisation, but I don't think they realize how well written it is, and that's they think it's all improvised, and that's how well written the parts that are written are. So I was impressed.
So
I heard really. Oh,
yeah. Go ahead.
I was going to say I heard really good things about the panel where I don't remember what they ended up calling it, but people could bring in their own writing for Kate and Michael to narrate and give feedback on, or they could like do their own narration for feedback. And I heard really, really good things about that panel.
So did I. In fact, to the point that Kate said that that's the favorite panel she's ever been a part of, and she can't wait to do it every year now.
Oh, wow.
So,
Awesome.
Yeah, that was the one I was going to mention. Unfortunately for me, the only panel I really got to see was my own. and I did one. So like I can't really speak to many of the other panels because I'm usually busy. But yeah, that was the one that I was going to mention because first of all, everybody that was in it, I heard it was great. But then for Kate and Michael to be, hey, this was the best thing we've ever done. We love doing it because they love to genuinely help. For people that don't, I mean, they've been doing audiobooks and performing for 30, 35 years. So they've got a ton of experience, editing, things like that. And so they were able to give really good feedback to people who are aspiring writers or, audiobook readers themselves about how they can do a better job. And they love to be able to share what they've learned and what they know, as everybody does. But, they're really good at it. So that was a really good panel. I want to give a shout out to Rebecca, reading the pattern. She is somebody that this con could not happen without. She does such an amazing job bringing all these panels together when it comes to programming and making sure that there's a diversity of panels so that there's non-spoiler stuff, spoiler stuff for comedy, stuff for people that want to be creative, all of it is really engaging. And I don't feel like there's a single boring panel.
No.
Well, and considering how small the convention is, we had our biggest year this year with 270 attendees in person. Considering how small this convention is, we have a lot of panels. Like we have two or three slots on Friday with 3 different rooms going at the same time, and then I want to say 4 or 5 on Saturday, again in 3 different rooms. Like that's a lot of panels for a tiny con like ours. Like,
and I'm always missing. Again, there's always a panel or 2 that I want to go to that I can't. Like that's how good they are. It's always like, that's
actually a great lead in, Jenny. So if you're listening to this and you're like, man, I wish I should have gotten that, you actually still can. WoTCon sells. We do a very robust virtual offering. And I say that because it's not just like a couple things live streamed. Like literally every moment of this convention is live streamed. And, even some of the informal time is live streamed. I mean, it really is comprehensive. We get crazy good feedback from people that tune in virtually because you can see every one of the panels. And also, even if you did attend WoTCon in person, you can go back and see all the panels you missed, which has been a big favorite of a lot of people. So if you still can get that virtual membership if you want, just at wotcon.com and check that out. But yeah,
worthwhile because like our tech people work really, really hard to make sure that everything is set up in such a way that like during the panels themselves, people in the live stream chat get to participate. Somebody's monitoring the chat and making sure that if people have questions or things that they want to contribute, that somebody is shouting that out so that like they get to be as immersed as possible. And like it's part of, one of the things that we pride ourselves on, and Naebs said this on the day, that we try to be the most accessible con that there is out there. And part of that is making a really robust and interactive virtual experience for people who, for whatever reason, can't be there in person. So, I make sure that if you're watching, you're checking out the live chat too, because stuff is happening in there for sure.
Well, so let's, we've got limited time left here. I want to shift. Let's talk a little bit about some of the stuff on the main stage. I will say one of the most fun things I got to do, even though Jess wussed out, was...
it ended up being a good thing since I had COVID.
That's fair. That's fair. We got to do so Matt Hatch and I, and then Brian and Anas did our Lucky sketch, where we
Almond Bun almost reviewed it.
Did he?
Almost.
Spit takes on the stage, and of course we had to one up it this year and spit take. Basically, we spit on each other.
It was
Yep.
Well, I mean, the first year that you did it, there is a picture of you literally standing over Matt and like dribbling water onto his head.
It happened again. It happened again.
Yeah,
it was very funny.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
Oh man, that is so good. I am really, really bummed that I had to tap out on that because I was the one who was like, we should do that again because it was so much fun. And then I was like, okay, I'm sick. Like, I don't feel well, and I don't think it's anything, but just in case, I should probably not be spitting on people. Turns out that was the right call. You're welcome. I just thought that I was hungover, and it was like out of an abundance of caution. I'm like, I have kind of an icky stomach, and I'm kind of tired, and I felt better after I slept. But then, like, I had laryngitis from Friday morning, and I'm like, okay, just in case this is something. I got bronchitis. So, yeah, I'm glad that I ended up tapping out on
But what were some of your guys' favorite moments just overall from the con? Like, what were some of the things that you thought were your favorite parts?
I mean, we already talked about it, but getting to, like, work with the costumes was, like, top 10 moments of my life. Like, the coolest thing. Yeah. That's it for me.
I'm not jealous at all. Nope, not even a little bit. Nope. So, something I look forward to, the things I look forward to every year are just always good. They never disappoint. The sing along and the dance party. I love them every single year.
The dance party was excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jenny was a very active participant in the dance party. I can vouch for that.
I always am. The first year you injured me. I still haven't gotten my compensation for that, by the way.
Interesting. Kevin, what about you? Favorite part from the con?
One of my favorite things about WoTCon is that Naebs always gives me a unique way to make a dream that I've had come true in one way or another. And this year it was getting to be Elaine in drag doing Hills of Tanchico on the stage. And there's nothing that matches the energy that you get when you're on stage at WoTCon. I don't get a lot of stage time these days. Like, I was never a huge stage performer, but I did improv on stage. I did comedy on stage. The pandemic kind of killed all that, and then I had a kid, and it's been hard to do it since then. So WoTCon really is the only place I get that kind of feedback these days, live and in front of a large audience. And man, the love and joy that everyone brings to that convention makes everything, all of the planning, all of the stress that you think about leading up to it, and all the second guessing, it's all worth it because everyone's there has such good energy that it's impossible not to nail it in a way. Like, it's like the energy feedback is so strong that, like, I don't think I've ever been disappointed with something I've done on stage at WoTCon, and it's just it's the best culture to get some positive affirmations in and just really feed into your own delusions about yourself. No, but anyone who knows me, my comedy is my art. I care a lot about it, and I try to make it seem like I don't care, but I really do care, and it means a lot that I get a platform to be my silliest self and pull it off with Naebs' backing. And
Hard agree, Kevin.
Thank you Naebs, and thank you Kira for putting it together.
You're always great on stage, and there was nobody better to be Elaine in drag than you.
Of course.
I will throw out a secondary. One of my favorite parts was seeing Brian again in person.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Brian / Recappa, for many of you that know, like Brian or Recappa is doing more. Brian's going to be doing more on his channel again, which is really cool to see. And just seeing him there and really enjoying himself was really fun. And I think
he
for
seems very much
cosplay
back to himself.
He does. He is
the best parent cosplay I've ever seen too, with the contact.
Oh, that was
everything.
such a good cosplay.
So good.
So good.
Speaking of cosplays, London River in her Morghese cosplay was incredible. Sharon even goes, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah. London kills it every single fucking year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I have really kind of phoned it in for my cosplays the last, it's been a while since I've really, focused down and been like, okay, I'm making a new cosplay. It's been a long time, and it's like, all right, I need to stop phoning it in. I need to start actually, putting some effort in because, She keeps up in her game, and everybody keeps up in their game every year. It's like, God damn.
Like Laura, I can't remember, but she had a beautiful Moraine costume that she had hand carved. Yes. And then if you hit it with a, I don't know what kind of light, like a black light, it was so cool.
Yeah, what she had done was in the chest piece, she had carved it in such a way so that every shape was a letter of the old tongue.
Yeah, which is what the original costume is, like the original.
Yeah. And so when you hit it with a black light, like you could see all of the letters. She'd put it on there in like an invisible pen. It was extremely cool. So I don't know if she had known that about the chest piece when she made it or not, but it was amazing.
It was executed perfectly. It was so cool.
Yeah.
Well, I know this is we're probably so many things that we didn't get to talk about from WoTCon, but yeah, I feel like it was another great year, and I'm really excited for WoTCon 2026. So
same.
Any I will say I don't really have any obsessions because I haven't had time to have any.
I'm obsessed with not coughing for like the last 20 minutes. It's been great.
I got bronchitis.
Fuck you. I'm not. Fuck you.
You killed Jenny. I have been, since I got home, obsessed with breakfast from Pancake Cafe. They have these baked omelets that are just really good. And you get it with like loaded hash browns that have like cheese and onion and bacon on them. And I spent more money on breakfast than I should have, but it's delicious. So that's my obsession.
Breakfast is very good.
Yeah. Kev?
I have been obsessed with, since I actually got home, I just got back into that. Remember when they had that Zelda game where you play as Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom? I played it, when it first came out a couple times, and I enjoyed it a lot. And it's been a while since I picked it back up, and I was like, I just need a fun little game to play. And I've been playing it, and my son's been watching, and it's been a lot of fun.
That is really fun.
Aw.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Well, Jess, get us the fuck out of here.
Well, really quickly before we do that, a couple things. Don't forget about the Save Watt movement. People are still working hard to save the show.
200,000 petitions signed. Over 200,000.
200,000 signatures, which is insane. If you go to SaveWatt.com, there are a bunch of resources where they have addresses for people that you can write to, links to services that will like send postcards for you and stuff like that, like trying to make it as low friction as possible. I still need to do all of that, but like if you can do it, because
it's never too late.
It makes a difference, and it's never too late. Jenny has a new podcast that she's doing.
Oh, I do. I forgot. I mean, I didn't, but yes. Called Babylon, where me and Gus and Ali from Wheel Takes and Jen Sedai from Being Jen Sedai, also from the Freewheeling podcast. Thank you. I was like, what? No, that's not it. The Freewheeling podcast, where we Babylon about Babylon 5, and it's super fun. And I did not forget about it at all.
And it's spelled Babble on, Babble on.
That's right, yeah.
In babbling. And then I
get it. I get it.
See? It's a play on words. Called a fun.
Yeah.
And then I also have started playing on a Wheel of Time D&D podcast called Time to Roll the Dice. I am a Freed Damani channeler named Aoife. And so, yeah, I have just started that. I recorded my second episode yesterday. So if you like D&D, you should check it out.
Ooh.
Very cool.
Really fun. I got to cast Thunderwave a bunch of times in combat. It was awesome.
Sweet.
It's pretty sick. It took me like 7 tries to embrace the source. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is ridiculous. The difficulty class for that was way too high. I'm like, this is not fair.
It's because you're no longer collared and you are fighting it.
That's exactly what Amy said. And I was like, you know what? To hell with that.
It makes sense in world. You got to do the
I know, but I was still mad about it. But anyway, that's a lot of fun. So you should check that out if D&D is something that you're into. Is there anything else that anybody needs to promote or whatever?
Nope.
Okay.
I would just like to say one more time, thank you, Naebs, for doing everything you do for WoTCon. It's hard not to see you there, but it's so much fun to see you running the show. You do a great job, and you're very successful con.
Well, thanks, Kev. There's a lot of people that do that though, so I cannot
yes, there
take
are.
credit
There
for
are.
that.
You do.
Well, you're the one that's sitting in front of me, so I feel obligated to make sure that you get it first and foremost. But
they're not here.
I mean, you helped to herd the cats, so.
Yes.
Thank you,
it couldn't
everyone.
be pulled off without you there.
Aw.
It is. I mean, I feel like that's a fair assessment. If nothing else, you take care of all the really important paperwork, so the rest of us get to do the fun stuff. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on Tarvalon After Dark. We hope you had a good time. As always, new episodes drop every week on TVAD Tuesday, except for when they don't. Make sure that you follow the show on Twitter and Blue Sky at Tarvalon Dark. And if you want to support the podcast, and obviously you want to do that, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Tarvalon After Dark. You can rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Audible. You can also rate us on Spotify. And you can go to queerencia.co/TVAD and use promo code TVAD and buy queer stuff. And a portion of that comes back to us, which is, nice to help us keep the lights on here at the Thirsty Tinker. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Thirsty Tinker. And until next time, don't get COVID.